This is example 3 for the 8.3 lesson. So we are solving the system of equations using elimination. So let's go ahead and try like we've been doing. So if we just ignore everything and we just add like we've always been able to do. Let's see what happens. So if I add those two equations together, remember adding left side to left side and right side to right side. So I'm going to combine the like terms. So 2x plus 2x, I can add those together because they're both on the left side of the equations. Y, remember that's really a 1y. 1y plus 3y is 4y. And then equals on the right side, we get 8 plus 4 is 12. Wait a minute, nothing eliminated. When we added those two equations together, nothing went away. We still have an x term, we still have a y term. So all we have right here is a third equation with the same two variables. Well, that's not very helpful. Let's look back at one we've done before. So on this one, when we added the equations together, this is your turn 1c. When we added the two equations together, the a's eliminated. So we were just left with the b's. But we didn't have to do anything, it just happened. And if we go back to part B as well, when we added, the y's canceled out here, and we were just left with 1, so they eliminated. And on 1c, the same thing happened, on 1a, I mean. 1y and the negative 1y zeroed out, eliminated, so we were just left with one variable we could solve for. So what are we going to do here when that didn't happen? This is what I've talked about before, is we have to make sure something actually is going to eliminate before we just add the equations. So if you wrote that down in your paper, please erase it because that didn't help. That's not what we want to do. Or you can leave it and say, didn't help. So that did not help our cause at all. So what do we do now? Well, if you look at the original equations, what part could you change? And then when we do add, they eliminate. So what part of either of the equations could you change so that when we add them together, something actually does eliminate? Wouldn't it be really nice if one of these 2x's was a negative 2x? If that was the case, then a positive 2x plus a negative 2x would zero out and eliminate. That would be great. So how do we get that to happen? Well, we have a way we can do that. You can't just change it, but what we can do is remember that when you're given an equation, so I'm going to go ahead and number them 1 and 2. When you're given an equation, so like 2x plus y equals 8, you can do whatever you want as long as you do it to both sides. So if I want to subtract 1,000 from both sides, I can do it, because as long as I do it to both sides, it works. It's still equal. So I could do that and get 2x plus y minus 1,000 equals negative 992. That's perfectly fine. I can do that if I want. Did it help me? Absolutely not. So that's something I actually don't want to do. But I can do whatever I want. I can multiply by both sides anything I want as well. And that's what we're going to utilize here. So not only can I add or subtract anything to both sides, I could multiply or divide too. So in order to make this a negative 2x, which I said would be really nice because then something would eliminate, what I can do is take each side and multiply it by negative 1. So make sure you put both sides of the equation in parentheses, and we're going to multiply each side by negative 1. Because as long as I do it to both sides, we still have a true statement. That equation is still true. Equality holds. So we're going to multiply each side by negative 1. Remember, on the left side, we need to use the distributive property. So we're going to multiply negative 1 by 2x, which is negative 2x. Negative 1 times y, which is negative 1y, or just negative y, equals 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Okay, so now this is our equation number 1. So if you remember when we did solving systems using substitution, we would take an equation like this and solve for y, and it would still be that same equation, it just looks a little different. We just rewrote it. This is the same thing. We took that same equation, we just made it look a little different. This equation is still the same as this equation. They represent the same relationship. If you were to take either of these, solve them for y, you would get the same thing. So now that we have that, I'm going to copy down the other equation the original equation for equation number 2, make sure you don't add an equation to itself. So you don't want to put equation number 1 again, you want to put equation number 2. If you try to solve a system with the same equation, you get infinite solutions. So we are going to add these two together. So now that we adjusted that first equation, now when we add equation 1 and equation 2 together, and by equation 1 I mean the adjusted equation 1, we change it up just a little bit. Now when we add, nice things happen. So add left side to left side and right side to right side just as we have before. So we're going to add like terms, so negative 2x and 2x zeros out. And then we have negative y, which is negative 1y. Negative 1y plus 3y gives us 2y equals, and then negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4. Awesome, now something eliminated and I can solve like we've been doing this whole lesson. So the only difference between this one, example 3, the reason why it's different than the others is because originally nothing eliminated. So what we had to do was multiply one of the equations by negative 1 to both sides in every term so that when we added it to the other equation, something would eliminate. So it's not always going to be that easy, but for right now, that's the most work you'll have to do. In the next section, we might have different numbers, so multiplying by negative 1 wouldn't solve our problems. But here, we can multiply either of these equations by negative 1 because the x terms both have a coefficient of 2. So we really want one of them to be negative 2, that's why we multiplied by negative 1. Let's go ahead and finish solving. So if we divide each side by 2, we get y equals negative 2. So we solve for y. Now let's choose one of the original equations to solve for x. And let's not use this one. First of all, really this one with negatives is a little more complicated than the original, but also remember we could have made a mistake. So you always, when you solve for the second variable, want to go back to one of your very original equations. So I'm going to go ahead and choose equation number 1. And the reason I'm choosing equation 1 is because I won't have to multiply the y by anything because it's just 1y. But you can do either one, it really doesn't matter. So for equation 1, 2x plus, and then instead of y, we put negative 2 equals 8, and then we're going to solve for x. So we're going to get rid of that negative 2 by adding 2 to both sides, leaving us with 2x on the left side and 10 on the right side. Final step is to divide each side by 2, and we get x is equal to 5. Now that we have both of our variables, we need to check it. So since I used equation number 1 to solve for the second variable, I have to use equation number 2 to check my answer because I already know that it works in equation 1, so there's no need to check it in equation 1. So equation 2 is 2 times our x, which is 5, plus 3 times our y, which is negative 2. Is that really equal to 4? Does that xy pair make equation number 2 a true statement? So 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 times a negative 2 is negative 6, so plus a negative 6. Is that really equal to 4? And yes, 10 plus negative 6 is equal to 4. So we know our answer is correct. So we write our final answer as a coordinate point, so 5 comma negative 2. And we can also put it in solution sets. And that's it. So remember, if you are given a system of equations to solve using substitution, don't just add them together just because. Make sure something eliminates first. And if it doesn't, remember you're going to have to adjust one of the equations first. Right now, the only thing you'll have to do to adjust and make it work is multiply by negative 1. Next section is when we get to the more complicated ones when you're going to have to do a little bit more work. Really not that much more, but just a tiny bit more.